3. Signs a narcissist has become pure evil. Spoken with a slow southern drawl, quiet pauses, thoughtful intensity, and a touch of storytelling magic. Now listen here, folks. Life, she's a winding road. You'll meet all kinds of folks on that road. Some will lift you up, some will teach you, some will challenge you, and then there's a few who'll try to burn the whole damn road down with you still standing on it. See, I ain't talking about just difficult people. I'm talking about the ones who wear the mask so well they fool the whole room, sometimes even themselves. I'm talking about narcissists who've crossed a line. Not just selfish, not just self-absorbed. I mean the ones who've let that ego rot into something darker, cold, calculated, cruel. So how do you know when that mask ain't just cracked? It's fallen off altogether. Let me tell you 3 signs, 3 warnings, 3 moments when that charming smile turns into something dangerous. Number 1, they don't just want to win, they want you to lose. Now, we all like a win, don't we? Nothing wrong with that. But these folks, they don't just want the trophy, they want to watch you crawl away from the ashes of your own. It ain't enough for them to shine. They need to make sure you're left in the dark. They sabotage, manipulate, humiliate, and they smile while they do it. That ain't just narcissism. That's venom. Number 2, they rewrite reality and make you doubt your own. Ever argue with someone and walk away wondering if maybe you were the crazy one? Yeah, that's no accident. They twist the truth like a magician with a deck of cards. They gaslight you, tell you what you saw, what you heard, what you felt. It ain't real. Why? Because control over your mind is the last frontier of power. And when someone tries to take your reality and swap it out like a fake Rolex, you best believe that's darkness in disguise. Number 3, empathy has left the building. Look into their eyes and you'll see it. Not anger, not sadness, nothing. No remorse for the pain they caused. No pause when they cross a line. Just cold calculation. You can beg, you can cry, you can bleed, but it won't change a thing because to them, your pain ain't even real. It's just background noise. Now, when someone loses their empathy, they've lost the part of themselves that keeps us human. So what do you do when you see these signs? You walk, no speeches, no second chances, no hoping they'll change. You get out of the fire before it burns you to dust. And remember this, the light in you, it's worth protecting. Not everyone deserves a front row seat to your soul. So be kind, be patient, but don't be blind. Because when charm turns to cruelty, it ain't just a game anymore, it's war. Stay safe, stay aware, and keep your boots on the right path. All right. When a narcissist starts needing your failure more than their success, they've crossed into cruelty. This isn't just about ego anymore. It's not simply arrogance or selfish ambition. It's about destruction. You see, a narcissist in the early stages can be driven, charming, maybe even inspiring in small doses. They crave attention, admiration, applause, and sure, that's exhausting, but it's a game of image, not injury. But the moment their hunger for validation morphs into a need to see you broken, defeated, humiliated, that's when it turns dark. That's when it stops being about self-love and starts being about your undoing. You might think you're just dealing with a competitor, someone with a big personality, but look closer. The narcissist who has crossed this line doesn't just want to beat you, they want to erase you. They want your ideas dismissed, your relationships frayed, your confidence stripped down to nothing. And they'll smile while doing it, often disguised as a friend, a partner, even a mentor, but their success starts to feel hollow unless you're beneath them. It's not enough that they rise, you must fall. It's not enough they shine, you must be cast in shadow. This is the kind of person who will sabotage you behind your back and shake your hand to your face. They'll frame failure as your fault, even if they orchestrated it. They'll plant seeds of doubt in rooms you haven't even entered yet, just to make sure your foundation is already cracked. They whisper your weaknesses, exaggerate your flaws, and if you dare to shine in spite of it, they'll come harder, subtler, colder. Their praise feels like a threat wrapped in sugar. Their concern feels like a trap, and they will always make it seem like they're helping, guiding, saving, when in truth, they're slowly bleeding you of self-belief. At this stage, they don't just feed off admiration, they feed off defeat, yours. Because deep down, they believe the only way they can truly matter is if someone else doesn't. That's the sickness. That's the rot. They can't allow you to succeed freely because your wins feel like their losses. Your happiness, your peace, your rising, it becomes a mirror to their own emptiness. So they lash out, often without showing it, and they do it so well. With a smile, with poise, with just enough subtlety that if you call it out, you look like the bitter one. That's part of the power. That's part of the poison. You'll question yourself before you ever question them, and they know it. That's what they count on. Because if they can make you doubt your own worth, your own strength, your own instincts, then they win long before the game even begins. This isn't competition. This isn't tough love. This is a war of quiet erosion. And they won't stop at beating you. They'll keep pushing until you beat yourself, until you no longer believe in your own reflection. Because to them, that's victory. Not their progress, but your collapse. Not their applause, but your silence. And when someone gets addicted to that, when they need to see you lose just to feel something real in themselves, that's not ambition. That's not ego. That's cruelty, plain and simple. When they erase your reality and feel nothing for your pain, they've become something dangerous. This isn't just manipulation, it's psychological warfare. A narcissist who reaches this level no longer argues to be right, they argue to make you wrong. They don't want to win a disagreement, they want to own the truth, reshape it, and hand it back to you like a broken mirror. You look into it and nothing looks familiar. That's the point. They want you confused. They want you uncertain. They want you to question your own thoughts, your own memories, your own sanity. You'll say, that's not what happened. And they'll look you in the eye and say, yes, it is. And not only will they say it, they'll believe it. Because it's not about facts, it's about control. They rewrite the story, and if you resist, they'll tell you you're being sensitive, paranoid, overreacting. Slowly, deliberately, they chip away at your grip on reality. They'll tell you you're imagining things, that your feelings are wrong, that your version of events can't be trusted. And when you start to doubt your own mind, they've won something far more powerful than any argument. They've claimed ownership over your truth. And the worst part, they feel nothing while they do it. No guilt, no empathy, no hesitation. Your pain isn't real to them. It's a sound in the distance, something they can observe without responding to. Your tears don't reach them. Your fear is inconvenient. Your suffering is a tool, not a tragedy. They might pretend to care when it benefits them, but behind the mask, it's ice, still, unfeeling. They don't connect to you the way healthy people do. There's no shared humanity in your suffering, only calculation. If they see you break down, it's data. If they see you crumble, it's leverage. If they see you begging, it's power. They are not emotionally absent. They are emotionally weaponized. Every time you try to explain how they've hurt you, they twist it around. Somehow it becomes your fault. Somehow you're the problem. And over time, you stop defending yourself. You stop expressing your pain. You go quiet because every word you speak becomes another entry in the case against you. You become afraid of your own voice. That is not accidental. That is engineered. They don't just want to win. They want to erase the part of you that fights back. This kind of narcissist doesn't lie to hide. They lie to rule. Their manipulation is so precise, so convincing, you might even start to adopt their version of the story. You'll hear yourself saying things like, maybe I'm too emotional, or maybe I do remember it wrong, or maybe I am hard to love. That's not reflection, that's infection. That's their voice inside your head replacing yours, and still they feel nothing. No flicker of conscience, no remorse for the damage they've done, because to them, your emotional collapse is just a step in their strategy. There's no moment of clarity, no silent regret when they see you suffering. If anything, they feel satisfied, not out of cruelty in the traditional sense, but because your suffering affirms their control, proves they can still shape you, bend you, own you. They don't rage at your pain, they dismiss it. They don't fear your breaking point, they design it. And when you're finally broken, when you're quiet and hollow and barely holding on, they don't offer a hand, they don't pull you back, they just watch, detached, maybe even pleased. Because to someone who's become emotionally hollow, your pain is no longer a red flag, it's a reflection of their power.